Train your mind to respond, not react. Stoic philosophy. 1. The first victory is over yourself. Every man faces two kinds of battles, one against the world and one within his own mind. The Stoics taught that the second battle determines the outcome of the first. To respond instead of react means you've conquered the impulses that make lesser men slaves to emotion. Most people move like puppets, controlled by anger, fear, pride, and desire. They explode before they think, destroy before they reflect, and regret before they heal. But the Stoic man pauses. He steps outside his emotions and asks, what does reason say? That pause, that moment of awareness, is where victory begins. You can't control the chaos outside, but you can command the storm within. 2. Emotion is a visitor, not a master. When anger knocks, the average man opens the door and serves it dinner. The Stoic watches it through the window until it leaves. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Emotion isn't evil, it's natural. But when emotion dictates your actions, you surrender your freedom. Stoicism doesn't demand you to be cold or robotic. It teaches you to observe feelings without being enslaved by them. Feel anger, but don't become anger. Feel pain, but don't identify with it. The wise man experiences emotion, then uses reason to decide the next move. 3. The power of the pause. The difference between reacting and responding lies in a single pause, a breath. The moment you stop to breathe, you separate impulse from intelligence. You create a gap wide enough for wisdom to step in. That's where the Stoic thrives. Seneca said, "Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it." When something offends you, that pause saves you from self-destruction. In the pause, you regain control of your tone, your words, your posture, your choices. That's where discipline is forged, in silence, not in noise. 4. Don't take things personally. Most people project themselves. Reactivity comes from ego. We react because we feel attacked, disrespected, ignored, or misunderstood. But the Stoic knows, most people's words have nothing to do with you. They're projections of their own pain, insecurity, or ignorance. When someone insults you, they're revealing more about themselves than about you. Epictetus said, "If someone tells you you're a fool, consider whether he's right. If he's wrong, why be upset?" The man who doesn't take things personally cannot be manipulated. When you stop reacting to insults, you stop giving your power away. 5. Control begins in thought. Before any reaction becomes action, it begins as a thought. Stoicism teaches mental awareness, the ability to catch thoughts before they dominate you. Every emotion is born from judgment. You decide something is good, bad, offensive, or unfair. The Stoic examines these judgments before accepting them. Is this truly bad, or just unpleasant? Is this an attack, or just words? That's how you separate truth from illusion. A reactive mind rushes, a Stoic mind reviews. When you govern your thoughts, your actions naturally follow in peace. 6. Choose logic over ego. Ego wants to win arguments. Wisdom wants to win peace. Most people react to protect their pride, to prove they're right, respected, or superior. But reacting from ego often means losing what truly matters: dignity, calmness, and self-respect. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Responding means asking, what's the outcome I truly want? Maybe it's understanding, maybe it's calm, maybe it's silence. Ego fights to be seen. Wisdom fights to be free. When you let reason guide you, every situation becomes an opportunity to demonstrate mastery, not masculinity based on impulse. 7. Train through small frustrations. Stoic strength isn't built in crisis. It's built in the everyday moments of irritation. The traffic jam, the rude cashier, the slow internet. These are your gym sessions. Every time you choose calm over complaint, you build muscle in your mind. Epictetus trained his students to thank fate for every inconvenience because each one was a chance to practice control. Most people waste energy reacting to minor annoyances. The Stoic uses them to prepare for real storms. The man who can handle small insults will be unshaken by great betrayals. 8. Don't let other people's chaos become yours. When you react, you absorb someone else's energy. You let their mood dictate your peace. Stoicism teaches you to build emotional boundaries, to let people scream, gossip, or rage without losing your center. Remember this: calmness is contagious, but so is chaos. The Stoic chooses which energy to spread. He stays grounded like a mountain while storms pass overhead. Others may lose control, but he remains unmoved because his stability doesn't depend on their sanity. He rules his own atmosphere. 9. Detachment is strength, not apathy. A Stoic's detachment isn't coldness, it's clarity. To respond, not react, you must detach your sense of identity from every event. You're not your success or your failure, your praise or your criticism. You're the awareness behind it all. Detachment allows you to see events objectively, without emotional distortion. When someone betrays you, you see it as human behavior, not personal doom. When plans fail, you see it as a lesson, not punishment. Detachment doesn't make you care less, it makes you understand more. It gives you emotional precision, the ability to act intelligently even when your heart is heavy. 10. Reflect before you respond. The Stoics practiced evening reflection, reviewing each day in silence. Where did I lose control? What did I handle well? What can I improve tomorrow? This habit transforms reaction into response. Reflection builds awareness, and awareness sharpens judgment. You begin to recognize emotional patterns before they take over. You learn your triggers and dissolve them through understanding. Responding isn't something you do once. It's something you practice daily, like sharpening a blade. Over time, your emotional responses become precise, deliberate, and unshakable. 11. The world tests you. Don't fail your own standards. Life will always provoke you. People will test your patience, insult your intelligence, and challenge your discipline. But the Stoic never lets the behavior of others dictate his own. Epictetus said, "If you are ever tempted to look for outside approval, realize you have compromised your own integrity. When you react, you betray your principles. When you respond, you live by them. Every challenge is an invitation to demonstrate strength. You can't control what the world throws at you, but you can always choose how you catch it." 12. The calm man wins every battle. The Stoics' calmness isn't weakness, it's weaponry. In chaos, calm men lead. In argument, calm men persuade. In crisis, calm men endure. To respond instead of react is to rise above the human storm, to see clearly when others are blinded by emotion. The calm man doesn't waste energy proving himself. He uses his mind as a sword and his silence as a shield. That's why he always wins, because he refuses to fight battles that emotion has already lost. To respond is to rule yourself, and the man who rules himself cannot be ruled by anyone